Well, this is the first video that I've done in a while, and I've actually upgraded the last computer that was in a video, the Dell E6400. Now it's got 4 GB of RAM and a 1 TB hard drive, as well as Windows 7 Professional. So there's pack 1. I have noticed a difference. If I wanted to, I do have if I can remember when I put the thing, a Samsung 256 or 250 GB SSD that I could put in the computer. But at the moment, because it's even though this is an old computer, the upgrades have allowed me to use it as my main computer, at least for now, because the other computer I had, which is much newer, actually is a lot worse than this thing. So let's take a look at the specifications of this system. Of course, before I show you that, let's show you the standard Windows properties. So you can see we still got the same Intel Core 2 Duo P8700 at 2.53 GHz. It is running 32-bit Windows. That's just because the Dell disk I have is only a 32-bit disk. So yeah, let's look at the Windows Experience rating. Okay then. So the lowest subscore is 3.4. Calculations per second for processor is 6.1, memory 6.1, graphics 4.1, 3D graphics 3.4, and hard drive is at the highest you can possibly get for a hard drive, which is 5.9. As we can see there. This is a Dell OEM disk, as I say. It doesn't show a Dell logo here, I don't think, but it is an OEM disk because it showed the Dell logo in there. Look at the specific specifications, shall we? As we can see, we have a P8700, and Windows 7 Professional 32-bit. So it's pack 1. So if you look at the operating system, as you can see, it's just, you can actually see the installation date when I installed this, because that was the day I got the hard drive. So I've had the hard drive in this since the 22nd of November 2015, 1922. What I will say is, you can see the serial key there. There's no point using it unless you've got a Dell computer. It is a Dell OD key. Zoom out a bit. So if I go to CPU, that hasn't changed since the last video. It's still Intel Core 2 Duo P8700. But if we go to RAM, we now have the actual frequency isn't very good. It's only 332.5 MHz. But I've now got 4 GB, and of course 3.5 of is usable under 32-bit Windows 7. This is DDR2 memory, of course. I'm using both slots in the system. Don't need to look at that. Don't need to look at that. Storage. We have a zoom in on this. Western Digital. Do we have the model number on here? Yeah. I think the serial number might be the model number. I'm not sure. No, here is the model number. WDC WD10 SPCX 00KHSTO SATA, which has it's 5400 RPM, and it is a 1 TB drive. So that's useful. As you can see, I have decided to start being an idiot and have files on the desktop again, which I haven't done for ages. So yeah, that's just something random to point out. So other than that, it hasn't really changed. I am a bit weird Microsoft Office. I like certain versions on certain version Windows. So like on XP and Vista, I like 2007. On 8 and 10, I like 2016 or 2013. And Windows 7, I like 2010. So it's Word, I do have 2003 on here as well, but I'll run 2010 because that's more relevant. I have 2016 as well, but 2010 is more fitting for Windows 7, at least in my opinion. Okay, so I'm just going to write the specs out in full here. Intel Core 2 Duo E6700, 2.5 GHz. This is better than my other laptop that's newer. It's Pentium. It's a crap laptop. Pentiums used to be good like 4 years ago, because all of those literally defective i3s, but the new ones are just useless. This has got 4 GB of DDR2 RAM. It's got a 1 TB Western Digital. Bit of a pain to type like this. We've got Windows 7 Professional, OEM, Service Pack 1, so it's a Dell OEM disc, and this is a, I should write this, Dell Latitude E6400, designed for Windows Vista Business, and I'll show you that right now actually. As you can see, we have Windows. You can click this. This chair doesn't give me enough room. So we have Windows Vista Business. No change on the keyboard. Actually, that's the point. I have added some. Get it in the shop. There are some new hinges in this. The old ones are a bit flimsy, so I added a hinge on both sides. Had to take the whole front panel off, the screen out, then put the hinge in. Then well, took the bottom off as well, and undo the clips. Then put the screen back on. Then put the front bezel back on. Then screw the screws underneath the plastic caps on. Then put the bottom panel back on, and then screw the 2 screws on the back of the computer back on. And that's sorted hinge issues. The hinge actually came with a back panel display. I don't know where to put that. I do have it somewhere, but the back panel display doesn't fit this one, so that can get sold on if I really want to. So this computer is still running really well for its age. It's 5 years old. They haven't made these since 2011, and this one's a 2010 model because it came with Vista. And I checked the Dell website for the service tag, and we're still running great. So let's just do one of the usual things for these kind of videos. WinVer. As you can see, we are running a license Windows 7 Professional Service Pack 1. So that's that, and that is my first video. Well, I have uploaded videos in 2016, but they are currently unlisted, and they may be unlisted in the future when I feel necessary. Well, when I feel it's necessary, but this video is my first official video that's actually been publicly released since the 28th of July 2015, and it's my first 2016 video, so thank you for watching.